emotions are motivational. This means they want us to do something. And this is an idea from Lisa Feldman Barrett, who's a very well-respected scientist, a neuroscientist and a psychologist. And so she explains how creating an emotional state is very expensive for body and mind, as you might have noticed how exhausting it is. And so there's obviously a good reason for the body to do it and for us to develop this capacity to create such strong emotions. And that is that they want us to do something. They want us to get into action, or sometimes an emotion like a depression or a sadness actually wants us to withdraw and stop, if only we had the chance sometimes, right? So we can see how that feeds into welcoming, feeds into the welcoming or allowing of our experience. Because this emotion is shouting out for our attention, wanting us to take action, most of which are highly inappropriate, but as adults we kind of learned to distinguish between appropriate and inappropriate action, at least to some degree. So when we welcome the emotion, when we allow it, when we give it so much space, what's happening is that the emotion is allowed to do its job, which is to get our attention. And then often we don't need to act on it, or it becomes a lot easier not to act on it rather than an act of will. It becomes natural because the emotion has our attention. It's communicated what it needs to communicate with us. You know, for instance, if I'm very upset, if I'm feeling very sad, it's like my body wants me to know that. And so I can just welcome the sadness and feel the grief for whatever it is that's made me so sad. And then I can start to move on. Whereas when I'm trying to fight it and analyze it, the emotion is not able to do its job. It's not getting a response from me. So it keeps going until I sit down and pay attention to it. And that's really central to our work. It's a different perspective on how we explain the Sedona Method, but it's the scientific perspective on, at least to my mind, on how this works. So I hope that was helpful. Please click like and subscribe, and thank you for your attention. I'll see you in the next video.